supporter of gay rights, which he considered consistent with his conservative principles. On the issue of homosexual in the military, he said, "You don't need to be straight to fight and die for your country. You just need to shoot straight." Bill addressed the American veterans of our parents' generation in the speech he delivered at the World War II Normandy American Cemetery and Memorial in Colville-sur-Mer. "We are the children of your sacrifice," he said. These brave Americans joined the armies and resistance fighters of Great Britain, Norway, France, Belgium, Holland, Denmark, and others in standing up to Nazism and strengthening a historic alliance that continues to bind the US and Europe half a century later. The greatest generation understood that Americans and Europeans were united in a shared enterprise, one that led to victory in the Cold War and inspired the spread of freedom and democracy across several continents. Given the uncertainties of today's world, America's historic ties to Europe, so evident on those Normandy beaches, remain a key to global security, prosperity, and hopes for peace. Bill's D-Day speech was particularly emotional for him because he had recently received a copy of his father's military record and the history of his unit, which participated in the invasion of Italy. Following the story of his father's service in several newspapers, Bill received a letter from a man living in New Jersey who had immigrated from Nettuno, Italy. As a young boy, he had been befriended by an American soldier who served in the motor pool of the invading army. The soldiers who had taught the youngster how to fix cars and trucks was Bill's father, William Blythe. Bill was thrilled to hear about his father and felt that he was connecting with that young soldier and the father he never knew, as he tried to express our generation's gratitude for all that he and millions of others had done for our nation and the world. That trip had been emotional for me as well. I wanted Bill's presidency to succeed, not simply because he was my husband and I loved him, but because I loved my country and believed he was the right man to lead it at the end of the 20th century.